Hi everyone. I've been crafting this weekend and I wanted to share a project that I've been working on, and I cannot take credit for this. I have seen several videos on YouTube of different variations of this little treat bag, and I wanted to make some for gifts for Valentine's Day for some coworkers and such. And so I'm just going to show you some of the ones that I've made, and then I'll go through a really quick tutorial on how it was done. But they're on YouTube. This is one of them, but they're I've seen them called 25710 bags, or treat boxes, and whenever you see how they're put together, you'll understand where the name comes from. But this is the first one, and it's just made with red. I'm assuming this is probably the red basil cardstock, and I Mod Podged a doily onto it, and then put a red felt heart on it with a pearl, and then tied it with some white organza ribbon, and then I took my scallop punch and punched the top part of it. That's the first one. The second one I did with just some craft paper. Again, I took a doily and I glued it on there with Mod Podge, and took some cutouts from my Cricut, and some red heart ribbon, and put some little hearts along the edge of the top bag, and tied that one together. And then this one is simple. It's just a pink, and I stamped it all over the bag with, let's see, I want to reach over. This is just a little one of the Studio G stamp sets that you can get from Walmart or Michaels, and I used those stamps and just stamped all over it, and tied it with a pink, this is Papertrey Inks ribbon, and it turned out really simple and pretty. And then I'm going to just show you real quick how it's put together, and it's really easy. I'm not going to pull out my scoreboard, but basically what you do is you take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I'm going to show you this one here, but I'm going to back it up just a little bit so you can see it, so excuse the shaking. Okay, sorry about this. Okay, so you take your piece of paper, 8.5 by 11, and you're going to put it on your scoreboard. And of course it's a whole piece of paper. Let me use this as an example. And the first time you're going to lay it on your scoreboard, you're going to lay it landscape wise, and you're going to take and you're going to score at 2, 5, 7, and 10. Once you get that scored, then you're going to flip it portrait, and you're going to score it at 2 and at 7. Then you're going to wind up with, a piece of paper with a bunch of different score marks on it. At that point, you're going to want to fold all those score marks. And I've already done that with this one, and I've actually went in and made my cuts too, so I wanted to show you. So let's, and I'm not sure if I've got a piece here that fits in there, but let's get. Okay, so this went here, and then there was another little tiny piece up here in the corner, but you're going to notice on your paper that you've got one edge that is a little smaller than the other edge. This edge is a little bit wider in the score marks. So you're going to be working on your cuts on the edge that is wider. So you're going to take and you're going to cut the first 3 boxes off, and then you're going to have a wide box. You can see it right here. The wide part you're going to leave on, and then you're going to cut out this last one here. Basically, you're cutting off this whole strip except for this one wide box. There are going to be 2 wide boxes, but you're going to want to leave one of them. The one with the little tiny edge. This is the one you're leaving on. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining this right, but whenever you see this fold together, you'll understand why. So we've got all those cuts on this side. Then on the narrower side, you're also going to cut out the little notch here. So the really thin strip, you're going to cut out both little corners. You're going to cut out that corner. Okay, then you're going to have this remaining side here, and you're just going to snip in to that first score line on each one of these. I think pretty much everybody has made boxes before, so you'll see how this gets put together, and you're like, oh, okay. But So I've made all my cuts on this one, and just going to go ahead and fold these again on the score lines. And then this thing goes together so quickly. I've been having a really good time working on these today. Okay, so now you have your folded box. This little edge here is going to be a glue, one of your glue places, I guess that's what you call it. And it's just going to fold in on itself, like so. I have been using the, I have like the red, you know, the really strong red tape. You know, you can use any tape, but because of the way this folds in together and you do have to manipulate it a little bit, I would suggest using a really strong glue. You know, if you want to use your hot glue gun or whatever, but this is what I'm using and it's working great. So you're just going to lay your tape or your glue down on this edge right here, and then when you fold it in, you'll glue it down, and then your bottom parts, your bottom parts, let's say for the sake, I'm not going to use the red, well, I'll go ahead and do it, I'm sorry. We'll go ahead and use it and put this one together on film. I've already got one that I have put together just about all the way, but I'll go ahead and do this one really quick. Okay, so the first one that I did, I kind of messed up on where I was putting, I actually put my my glue right here on this edge, and then when I folded it in, I realized that this piece here was still kind of loose. So now I've just made it a point to where I'm putting the glue on the edge of this one so I can make sure I've got a good secure hold. So gosh, my fingertips are, been playing in ink today and everything, so just fold it in. Make sure that the bottoms line up and the top lines up. Okay, so now we've got that. This top part, this one big fold here, is actually going to be the top of your box. Okay, so now you've got the bottom. Just going to fold those in and then fold in one flap. I've seen people, you know, glue this flap down and then this flap, but I'm finding that I really don't need to do that. That I can just use one glue strip on it and it's holding fabulously, so I'm not going to waste this precious red tape because it is expensive. So I'm going to lay this one down on the edge of this. Okay, and there you go. Now at this point, you've got, you know, you're thinking, okay, all you have to do is take your edges, your insides, and you're just going to pinch them, just like this. And I just kind of give a, you know, just kind of manipulate it a little bit, but it'll work. Just squeeze it, and then your top flap will fold over, and there's the basic box. Now I'm going to show you one that I've already done, I've worked on. This one here, I went ahead and I punched the top edge of it with one of my border punches. And then what you're going to do is take your hole punch and you're going to punch out 2 holes on the top. And then for the sake of them lining up, I took a pin. Once I had these 2 top holes punched, I took my pin after I folded it down. I took a pin and I just marked my holes, and then I opened it back up, and then I took my hole punch and just punched where the 2 holes were. So now I have this. And then you know, you can decorate it. Of course, I've got some felt hearts that I was thinking about putting on. I do have some cutouts that I've been, like I said, I've been playing with my Cricut this weekend. I've been going old school, but I've got some cute little embellishments from my wild card cartridge, and just put a little glitter glue on them, and you know, so I've got several different variations that I can use on that. I also have some cutouts that to be my Valentine. So I can decorate this box with a lot of different things, but I just wanted to show you, basically how this box goes together. And then your final part, you can use whatever type ribbon you want. You can even use twine. I would recommend, if you're going to use twine, that you, this is the larger of the, my crocodile punch, the larger hole. If you're going to use twine, use the smaller one. But I've got really wide ribbon, so I am going to use the wide hole punch. But you take your ribbon and you feed it in one hole from the inside of the box, and then the other side as well. It's tough to get that through there. I try to keep these as even as possible. And just gently pull. Just remember, you are still working with paper. I was forgetting. I was like tugging on it. I'm like, oh, be careful. So then you take these two ends and you feed them through. The top. Just grab them and I just give it a little pinch. And pull. And there I've got my ribbons in place. And you can tie a pretty bow. If you have any charms you want to hang off them, you certainly can do that too. And these have been really fun little bags to make. I'm not very good at tying bows, but these have been so fun because you can be so creative with these, and just really make them, personalize them to whoever you're giving them to. But of course, you play with your bow and make it cutesy and such. But that's just the basics on how to do this box. Of course, like I said, I cannot take credit for this. I've seen several videos on YouTube that were showing how to make these little treat boxes. I've actually seen some that called them 2, 4, 6, and 8. So it's just a different dimension on the box. And just from one 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and you've got a cute little treat box for Valentine's Day, or any treat for any day. So I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Take care.